Right, let's have a chat. For years we've been told the future of the motor car is silent, it's electric. It's a world of whirring and whooshing, where the glorious noise of internal combustion is relegated to dusty museums and classic car shows. We've been led to believe that to save the planet, we must give up the very soul of the automobile. The engine, the explosions, the vibrations, the symphony of mechanical parts all working in concert to shove you down the road with a massive grin on your face. It's a future many of us frankly have been dreading. It felt like the party was well and truly over, with only sensible, silent appliances left to drive. But hold on a moment. What if I told you there's another way? A path that keeps the fire burning, quite literally, but without all the nasty stuff coming out the back. Imagine an engine that roars, that feels alive, that delivers that raw, visceral thrill we all crave. Yet its primary emission is just water. This isn't some far-fetched science fiction fantasy, it's a tangible reality being furiously developed by a company that knows a thing or two about building cars that last forever. Toyota. They are betting big on hydrogen, not just for fuel cells, but for something far more exciting to people like us. An internal combustion engine that drinks hydrogen instead of petrol. So how does this wizardry work? Let's pop the bonnet. Toyota hydrogen engine, similar to petrol engines, pistons, cylinders, spark plugs, crankshaft, four-stroke cycle, suck, squeeze, bang, blow. It's a mechanical ballet. Pistons moving, air and fuel drawn into cylinder, compressed by piston, ignited by spark, explosion pushes piston down, turning crankshaft, wheels turning. Century-old design, Toyota keeps basics. Radical difference, the fuel. It injects gaseous hydrogen, not petrol mist. Hydrogen is feisty, burns faster and hotter than petrol. Engineering challenges include redesigning fuel injection systems, strengthening engine blocks, fine-tuning combustion to prevent pre-ignition. Compare this to a BV, basically a home appliance on wheels. Massive battery pack like a giant laptop battery, electricity fed to electric motors that turn wheels. No combustion, no pistons, smooth, silent, instant torque, but lacks mechanical drama. The hydrogen engine preserves the sensory experience. Don't confuse this with fuel cell vehicles like the Toyota Mirai. A fuel cell is a chemical power station that combines hydrogen plus oxygen to create electricity, which powers an electric motor. The hydrogen combustion engine skips the electricity step and goes straight to burning fuel. Now for the good part, why should you, the driver, be excited about this? Starting with the biggest benefit, environmental credentials. Because you're burning hydrogen with oxygen from the air, the main thing that comes out is H2O, water. That's it, no nasty carbon dioxide contributing to climate change. There are trace amounts of nitrogen oxides from high-temperature combustion, but Toyota says NOx is at near zero levels and manageable with current catalytic converter technology. It's as close to a guilt-free hoon as you can possibly get. But let's be honest, we care about more than just emissions. We care about the driving experience. And this is where the hydrogen engine truly shines. It preserves the sound. Toyota has demonstrated this with its race-prepped GR Corolla and GR Yaris hydrogen prototypes, and they sound magnificent. You get the vibrations, the feedback through the steering wheel and the seat of your pants, and the joy of working a manual gearbox to keep the engine in its sweet spot. It's an analog experience in an increasingly digital world. Then there's the practical stuff, refueling. Anyone who owns an electric car knows the pain of waiting for it to charge. Even the fastest superchargers take 20 to 30 minutes to get to 80%, and that's if you can find one that's available and working. With a hydrogen car, you pull into a station, connect a nozzle, and fill the tank in about the same time as a petrol car, 3 to 5 minutes. This completely eliminates range anxiety and the logistical nightmare of planning long journeys around charging stops. Finally, there's the weight. Batteries are incredibly heavy. A big battery pack can add hundreds of kilograms, which is the enemy of sharp handling, agility, and fun. A hydrogen combustion car uses high-pressure carbon fiber tanks. While not weightless, these are significantly lighter than a comparable battery pack, meaning the car can be lighter, more nimble, and handle more like the sports cars we know and love. Of course, if it were all sunshine and 5-minute refuels, we'd all be driving hydrogen cars by now. The reality is there are some seriously large obstacles. The biggest is the hydrogen itself, how we produce it, how we get it to the pumps. Today about 95% of hydrogen is made from natural gas, releasing CO2. That's called gray hydrogen. The dream is green hydrogen, made by electrolysis using renewable electricity from wind, solar, and hydro. Electrolysis splits water into hydrogen and oxygen with no carbon emissions. The problem? It's expensive and energy intensive. Building the renewable capacity to make enough green hydrogen will take decades and trillions of dollars. Without cheap green hydrogen, the whole idea is on shaky ground. Then there's getting the fuel to you. The infrastructure is basically non-existent. You can't just pop down to your local filling station and top up. Building a network is gargantuan. Hydrogen is hard to transport and store, requiring high pressure or cryogenic temperatures, needing specialized expensive equipment. Finally, onboard challenges. Storing enough hydrogen for 300-mile range is tricky. Carbon fiber tanks are strong and safe but bulky. In prototypes, tanks eat into boot space or rear passenger room. Engineers are trying to make tanks more compact and integrate them into the chassis. It's still a packaging puzzle, and these cars will likely cost more initially. Toyota isn't just talking a big game. They are putting their engineering might where their mouth is. They have been actively testing this technology in the most demanding environment possible, motorsport. For the past few years, they've campaigned a hydrogen-powered GR Corolla H2 in Japan's Super Taikyu series. This isn't a parade lap, it's a flat-out 24-hour race against petrol cars, a rolling laboratory under fire. And the team even includes Toyota's CEO Akio Toyoda. The GR Corolla H2 is a proof of concept. It uses a modified 1.6L 3-cylinder turbo engine, the same engine in the road-going GR Corolla and GR Yaris, adapted to run on high-pressure gaseous hydrogen. With every race they learn more. Improved refueling times, increased power output, enhanced reliability under brutal endurance stress. Hear that three-pot scream down Fuji's main straight, hydrogen-powered. It proves this works in the real world. Toyota was already a hydrogen pioneer with the Mirai fuel cell. The second-gen Mirai is a sleek, rear-wheel drive saloon that uses a fuel cell stack to generate electricity from hydrogen, powering an electric motor. Quiet, smooth, luxurious. Drives like a premium EV, but refuels in 5 minutes. The Mirai helped Toyota understand hydrogen storage, safety systems, and jump-start refueling infrastructure. Toyota's prototypes bring it home for enthusiasts. The hydrogen-powered GR Yaris H2, GR Yaris chassis meets hydrogen combustion engine. Scalability fits a smaller agile package. They even adapted the AE86 to run on hydrogen, the H2 Trueno. Nostalgia meets future, connecting to Japanese car culture. So, what does this all mean for the future of the car? It means the future might be a lot more diverse and interesting than we thought. Instead of a single, monolithic solution where every car, bus, truck is powered by a battery, we could be heading towards a multi-technology landscape. Toyota calls this a multi-pathway approach. They believe different solutions will be right for different people in different parts of the world. In a dense city with ample charging infrastructure, a small BEV makes perfect sense. For long-haul trucking or in regions with limited electrical grids, hydrogen could be the superior answer. This hydrogen combustion engine could carve out a vital niche, especially for performance cars and commercial vehicles. Imagine a future where your daily commuter is a small electric car, but your weekend sports car has a roaring hydrogen engine. It would allow manufacturers to keep building passionate, emotional cars that enthusiasts adore, but sustainably. It offers a way to preserve the skills and infrastructure built around engine manufacturing for over a century, retooling them for new fuel rather than abandoning them entirely. The implications for motorsport are also huge. We're already seeing series like Le Mans introduce a hydrogen class. If this technology proves viable, it could save racing as we know it, allowing the sport to drastically reduce its carbon footprint while retaining the noise, the speed, the spectacle. The sound of hydrogen-powered prototypes would be just as exciting as the V10S of old, but in tune with the times. The technology developed on track would then trickle down to road cars we can buy. Ultimately, this is about choice. Toyota's wager is that customers should have options. The goal is carbon neutrality, but the path doesn't have to be a one-way street. By developing hydrogen combustion alongside battery electric, plug-in hybrid and fuel cell technologies, Toyota is ensuring it has a tool for every job. This provides flexibility and resilience. If battery supply chains become a problem or if building out a global charging grid proves too slow, hydrogen offers another viable route forward. It's a pragmatic, engineering-led approach rather than an ideological one, and that makes it incredibly compelling. So, should you be putting a deposit down on a hydrogen-powered Supra tomorrow? Well, not quite yet. For the average driver, this technology is still on the horizon rather than in the showroom. The biggest takeaway right now is one of optimism. It means the story of the internal combustion engine may not be over. The sound, the feel, the mechanical engagement. You should watch this space with keen interest because the developments are happening fast. Pay attention to news from Toyota, Yamaha, Kawasaki, who are collaborating on this research. If you are genuinely interested in being an early adopter, your options today are limited to fuel cell vehicles like the Toyota Mirai and Hyundai Nexo. Your ability to own one depends almost entirely on where you live. California, Germany, Japan have functional networks. Before even thinking about it, you need to look up hydrogen refueling stations in your area. If there isn't one within convenient distance, it's simply not practical for you at this moment. Keep an eye on government policy and investment in infrastructure. The success of hydrogen hinges on green production and widespread availability. When you see major commitments to building hydrogen pipelines and refueling networks, that's the signal the tide is turning. This will indicate hydrogen cars are moving from niche experiment to mainstream reality. The cost will also need to come down, which will only happen with scale and mass production. Watch for announcements of the first commercially available hydrogen combustion models. In the end, Toyota's hydrogen engine is a symbol of hope. It's a reminder that engineering and innovation can solve our problems in ways we might not expect. It tells us that a sustainable future doesn't have to be a less exciting one. For now, be informed. BEV, FCEV, hydrogen combustion. Don't fall for the narrative that there is only one solution. The future of the car is going to be a fascinating mix of technologies. And for those of us who love the noise and the drama of a proper engine, Toyota has just given us a reason to believe it will have a place in that future.